celebration or do some type of little dance or whatever we're gonna do to make things shake. And so, Mr. Pioneer got some information for you, but I want you to continue to keep things in gear to get out of here. Enjoy Class Day and then enjoy graduation May 25th. Understood? Yeah. All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, Dr. Manise. So, like Dr. Manise said, we just have some important information for you to hear today. You will see this slide a couple of times. If you have a phone, take this out and take a picture of it. These are really important dates. Yes, Emily? So if you don't have a phone, I'm going to send this to you on our Teams page. But if you have one, take a picture of it too. Okay? We are really close to the end of your senior year, but we still have some work to do. Okay? Starting with knowing these dates. The last day for you to turn in any work is Monday, May 19th. You might have a teacher that gives you an extension, but that will be like a very small number of people. Like you should plan on having everything done May 19th. Okay? We do that because your teachers have to report your grades on the 21st, or actually on the 20th, so we got to give them plenty of time to get stuff graded. So make sure that you are showing up, doing everything that you can to pass every class that you're in, so that, like Dr. Manise says, you're able to walk across that stage here at the end of the month, shake his hand, get your diploma, and go off and do whatever you want to do. Okay? Then we'll have a senior meeting on the Tuesday, the 20th. That's when we'll go over like real specifics of here's where you go when you get to Drake. Here's what you need to wear, things like that. It will be a short meeting that we'll go over. And then on Wednesday, the 21st, that's your last day of school here at North. Then you'll be back here on Thursday, the 22nd, at 8:30 for rehearsal for Class Day. That's when you'll find out where you sit. You'll get your cap and gown at the end of that. We'll go over all the practice for graduation. And then on Friday, the 23rd, you will be here at 8:30 again to do Class Day. Okay? Your families are welcome to attend that. I'll send all this information out to them. And then on the 25th, Sunday, our graduation ceremony is at 2:30. You all need to be there at 1:30. Okay? 1:30 on Sunday, the 25th. I'm going to share this with your families too, but there is talk at Drake that so the ceremony starts at 2:30, that at 2:45, they might say no more people in, because there's been so many issues with people not sitting down, just people coming in really late. So that's talk at Drake. So I'm going to tell your families, make sure that you try to show up there as close to 2:30 as you possibly can. It'd be perfect if they drop you off at 1:30, go in and get a seat so that they're ready for a good spot. Because I would hate to have anybody not be able to come into the Knapp Center to celebrate you because they got there too late. Okay? I don't know for sure if that's what they're doing, but that's what they told me at our last meeting. These are things that you still need to do. Show up every day. We have 13 days of school left. Be here every single day. Make sure that you are talking to your family about these things that I just talked with you about, but also how you're doing in class. It should not be a surprise to your family if you are not doing well in a class, if you are failing in a class. I'm communicating with your teachers this weekend about the expectations for letting you all know if you are failing a class, especially a class that you need to graduate. So I'm thinking about econ, government, English 4, any algebra 2. A lot of you that are in algebra 2 need that math credit. Any flex class that you're in, all of those need to be done for you to be able to graduate on the 25th. We've been talking about this since the beginning of the year. And one of the things I said is, I hate having conversations like when we get to this time, when you've been thinking all year long that you're going to graduate in May, and you just pull up a little bit short. okay? So you need to do your part of showing up, especially these last couple days, making sure that you're communicating with your teachers and your family. And then we're also going to talk about what you need to do in order to check out. That's basically like turn in your laptop and your charger, pay any fees that you might have. Maybe you had a library book at some point in time, just making sure all that stuff gets taken care of, okay? Mr. Griggs or Miss Isaacson, anything to?
Sure, yeah. Hi. Hey, y'all. Mr. Griggs and I are going to host senior circles. This is an opportunity to get together in small groups, just seniors and us, to talk about how to prepare for your life after high school. We learned from the kids ahead of you who are now in college, in the workforce, or in their apprenticeship programs, that it was really helpful to get together and have those conversations. So we've scheduled some. I literally just posted in the senior teams channel a link to sign up for one of the 3 dates and times that we have pre-scheduled already. At the bottom of the sign up is another question where if you can't make it to any of the ones we've scheduled, tell us when you would like us to schedule another and we will. This is a chance to get questions answered. You might have questions like, how does it work exactly getting my classes set up for college? Or am I supposed to start having my own checking account because I don't have one yet? How does that work? It can be about life in general because guess what? You're entering grown-up land. Or it could be some specific things about your particular pathway. We want to help you and help you feel ready. So join us at a senior circle. They are going to be Wednesday, May 7th, 1st and 2nd period. We ask that you come during a release time in your schedule. So again, if none of these work in your schedule, fill out that form and tell us when it will work for you. Wednesday, May 7th, 1st and 2nd, Thursday, May 15th, 7th and 8th, or Tuesday, May 20th, lunch and 5th period. Those will all be in that post on Teams, so check those out, okay? If you are a Polar Bear Scholarship awardee, you need to RSVP for the banquet on May 12th. I've sent those out, and some of you already have. Thank you for that. If you haven't RSVP'd yet, please do so by Monday at the latest. We want to celebrate you. What else? Anything else?
This is more from counselor specifically, but if you still did not get CPR done this week with Coach Yo, contact your counselor right away so we can figure out if you're.
If you haven't been trained in CPR, you're going to need it soon because you're going to run out of breath. That's very, very important. What is your question, John?
If you've already done CPR in previous year, can you do it again this year?
If you did not see a message on Teams in the last month or so from a counselor, you probably haven't done it.
Alright.
I know for some of you who are looking at 2 and 4 year college specifically, have asked about more scholarships. I did post yesterday. There are scholarships due in May that are still out there and open. So another Iowa College Access Network post just went up on Teams, so you can check those out if you're still looking. Any questions? If anybody else still needs to sit down and wants to look at your financial aid packages or talk about your apprenticeship program, or you have any questions, please, please, please reach out on Teams and make an appointment with me or your counselor or Ms. Kahara or Ms. Harden. We are all here to help you. And remember, once a polar bear, always a polar bear. When you walk out across that stage and out of these doors, you are still ours and we still love you, and we are going to be here to help you on your journey as you continue on, okay? I tell you, we talk about this all the time. We take calls and emails from your alumni friends all year long. All year long. Once a polar bear, always a polar bear. We got your back, okay? Let us know if you need help.
If your name is on this list, I know it's small, but that means that you have a Herb Jones order. So like if you ordered like invitations or something like that, it starts over here at A, so like Andrea and Sophia are right here, and then it goes all the way to W and Z over here. So at the end of the meeting, if your name is on that list, come up and pick up your package. If you're not here, if you're not at this meeting, they'll be in the main office, and you can talk to Ms. Wright or Ms. Noy in there, and they can get that for you, okay? Okay, these are questions that I get all the time. When do you get your cap and gown? You will get it at rehearsal on the 22nd. The reason that we do not hand it out anytime before then is because we've had people that have lost them or they get damaged, and then they have to buy a completely new one for another like $90. And so we just hold on to them until we have rehearsal so that they're in a safe spot and they come ready for you. Can you decorate your cap? Yes. You know, is just I ask you to use common sense of don't make it a distraction or anything inappropriate. If you have a question about that, talk to Dr. Manise. He'd be the one who would approve anything. But for the most part, like, yes, you know, be yourself. These are tougher questions. I've had people ask me in the past, what if I'm like really close to passing econ, but I'm not gonna pass at the end? I'm sorry, but the cutoff is the cutoff, okay? People that graduate in May are the ones that are passing all the classes that they need to graduate on Wednesday, or on May 19th, when work is completed. You might be really close, and I like feel for you. You will be one of our first summer graduates. Summer graduation, I believe, is right here at North. It has been in the past.
No,
It got moved to Central.
TBD.
To be determined. But there is summer graduation. You will be able to wear your cap and gown. There will be plenty of North and East and Lincoln and Hoover graduates in that. But we do hold really tight to, we're going to celebrate the people that have accomplished what they need to accomplish by May 19th. So even though you're close, I still want you to come to school. That goes to the second question. Like, keep coming to school. Keep working with your econ teacher or your English teacher or your flex teacher, because we want you to be done as soon as you can. If you don't have to come to summer school, that's great, because then you just worry about summer graduation. So please keep coming to school, because your teachers are going to be here to help you. Your cap and gown, we will hold on to that for you for summer graduation. If you really want it, of course, we'll give it to you. It's yours that you purchased. But we usually hold on to them so once again you don't lose them or they don't get damaged before summer graduation. Okay? Any questions about any of that material I just covered? Reminder, these are really important dates. Last day to turn in work, last senior meeting, last day of your school, 8:30 on Thursday. You need to be here for rehearsal practice. And then Friday, you need to be here at 8:30 for class day. Your family is welcome to attend that. Okay, there's a breakfast for you.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, everybody. There will be a breakfast for the first time ever on class day this year for just seniors to celebrate. So we'll do that before, which is why we want you to come at 8:30. Class day will start at 10 o'clock. So invite your families, tell them to come. And then after class day, there will also be a lunch, a special lunch for seniors. So breakfast and lunch with class day in between. It's going to be a really fun day. What time do you have to be here for rehearsal? 8:30. Excellent. What time do you have to be here for class day? 8:30. Thank you. Okay.
Love it. Okay, if your name is on this list, I want you to stay and like maybe come right over here, because I just want to talk to you about like your cap and gown and stuff. Okay? So if your name is on this list, and if you're not here, I've been emailing you if you haven't ordered a cap and gown yet. Okay? We will be handing out, oh, that day is wrong, I forgot to fix that. On the last day to turn in work, May 19th, is when we're gonna hand out your checkout sheets, which is something you've probably seen seniors do this before. It's what you need to do to make sure that you are good to go for graduation. and can participate. It's basically like making sure that you passed all the classes that you need to do. There's a survey that all seniors need to take. You need to turn in your computer. You need to pay any fees that you might have, and then just check out and make sure that we have contact information for you, like Ms. Isaacson said, so that we know where you're at, where you're going, and we can keep supporting you if we need to. The checkout sheet looks like this. You'll get this in paper form on May 19th. You have to just follow it along. First thing you have to do is get it signed by any class that you are taking. Even if you don't think that you need it for graduation, you still need to get it signed. The only thing you don't need to get signed is like for directed study, release time, those things you don't need to get signed. But every other teacher does need to sign it. And then you sign out with your counselor, make sure that everything's taken care of. So you will get this on May 19th. We'll probably meet in here again, I imagine, and hand those out. Last time to see this slide. Last day of school, or last day to turn anything in, May 19th. Last senior meetings, the 20th. Your last day of school, the 21st. 8:30 on Thursday, 8:30 on Friday. And then you need to be at graduation at 1:30 on Sunday. Right?
Sorry, Mr. Freilinger, did
Yeah.
you say that both rehearsal and class day are mandatory in order to walk?
Thank you, Ms. Burley. Yes, both rehearsal and class day are mandatory to be able to participate in graduation. We have to have you here. The reason we do that is so that you know where you're sitting, you know how the ceremony goes. We need to practice saying your name to make sure that we pronounce it correctly. So if there's like something that comes up that you can't be there for class day, you need to talk to your counselor or your associate principal, and we'll figure that out. Yeah, question?
Never.
It is not too late to get a cap and gown. That's a great question. If you know that you haven't ordered it yet, stay here, okay? If your name
Yep, of course.
is on this list, that means at least according to my records, you haven't ordered one yet. Okay, so if your name's on this list, hang out over here afterwards and I'll talk to you about what you need to do. Okay, 13 days of school left. Make it count. Show up every day. If your name, sorry. But I have stuff up here